Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is new comic book day for the week of October 13th. We're going to get started right now.
Hooray!
This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. It's where we do a thing.
We'll do it.
You can see a little card up there.
Hey gang, it's Tim from Capes and Scowls. Oh my god, where am I from, Paul?
So many places.
So many places. I can't even remember them all.
Paul and Tim Do a Thing is kind of the more important one right now.
Sure. Let's talk about trades. Who doesn't love trades?
At least from a YouTube perspective.
Sure. We got Noctera, Volume 1. We really enjoy that book. Scott Snyder and Tony Daniels. I love Tony Daniels. We've got Avatar. There's a new omnibus of Avatar, which is super cool. That's the fourth one I want to say. We've got Journey into Mystery. This is like those mini Marvel Masterworks editions. This is issue 83 to 100 of Journey into Mystery. That's pretty awesome. Bunch of all that early Thor. So you get first Thor, first Loki, first Odin, that kind of stuff. Wonder Woman by George Perez, Volume 6. This is that 80s run that was super good. Definitely check that out if you haven't. Maybe start at Volume 1. Batman, The Long Halloween, because it's October and we need to re-release this thing 1,000 times. But I'm okay with it. We got Batman, Arkham Asylum. Again, let's re-release this thing like 100,000 times. As long as it keeps getting bigger and bigger until it can kill a man. That's the goal, right, Paul? Mm-hmm. Flash, Finish Line. This is Volume 15. Good job, Flash. Actually accomplishing a large birth of books. Inferior 5. I don't even know which one this is, but it looks fun. It's got Peacemaker in it, and it's from the people who did Sweet Tooth and Ambush Bug. Yeah, Jeff Lemire. There he is. Good stuff.
What was that?
Inferior 5.
From what?
DC. Inferior 5's been around forever, Paul. It started as like a silly superhero book back in the 60s? Question mark?
Okay.
And then they've done... Just Google it, people. Magic. Volume 1 hardcover. The Boom version. Not the other stuff that wasn't so good. I don't know why I'm doing a lot of this today. Overwatch. This is also a hardcover. From Dark Horse. I've got opinions about Blizzard, Paul.
I see that.
This isn't technically a trade, but it was written like a graphic novel, so I figured I'd include it. It's No Romance in Hell. And I was flipping through this, and it's for adults, but man, really funny. Really funny stuff. Helm Greycastle. Some really cool D&D style barbarianisms from Top Cow. Buffy is up to Volume 7. Paul, you love Buffy.
That was pretty good.
Jules Verne's Lighthouse. Paul, you like lighthouses.
I mean...
Yeah, they show you where not to go.
I mean, I live in New Jersey, so...
Yeah, there was a lot of them. We've got Ultra Mega. We reviewed some of this. This book's super cool. Really cool artwork on that one. And then finally, Donald specifically said we haven't had a book that can kill a person in a while. And I think this pink monstrosity of the Umbrella Academy, I think, Donald, I think we could get there. It's going to take a minute, but...
You gotta want it.
You gotta want it, Donald, but it's all about Donald. These videos are all about Donald, people. If you're not Donald, I'm sorry, but Donald. That's for you, Donald.
First up, we have Harley Quinn, issue number 2, the Eat, Bang, Kill Tour. It's basically just more of the craziness that is the TV show. Gordon is just becoming more and more unhinged as things are going on. And as a lot of the regret is starting to set in with Pamela, we get to come here with Selena. And this is a fun book. This is definitely a fun book. Do not expect anything really hard-hitting or anything like that. This really does take a lot from the cartoon that is just really irreverent and just a good watch. So check this out.
All right, gang. Time for my first book. I kind of liked all my books, which is always a pleasant surprise. So I guess my order doesn't matter that much. It matters. I'm still doing this. It's weird. We have No One Left to Fight 2. It's a new miniseries of No One Left to Fight. If you recall, I've talked about this original series to death. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. It is essentially a different version of Dragon Ball Z. And I really enjoy the drama in this one. I kind of don't want to go into too much detail because I know there's probably some people who will see this and be like, oh, I missed out on that. Let me pick up the trade and catch up, which you can totally do. This one has a lot of setup in it, as you'd imagine, of where they're going to go next. There's a big thing that they're dealing with that I don't want to spoil because I do feel people will want to play catch up on this. The art's so good. Fico Ossio, so good with his art. Just so good. And the choice of colors, amazing. So I really enjoyed the book. I thought everybody brought their A game, and I can't wait to see where it goes because the first one was good. And this one's probably going to, as a whole, make it even better.
Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 76. This was almost my pick of the week. I was not expecting that. It is what I was expecting. Not going to spoil it for you, but Peter is in a really bad way, and Ben is trying to kind of wrestle with the responsibilities of being the Spider-Man and also being a Spider-Man. And I was really impressed with the writing because I loved Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer's writing was fantastic and was what I absolutely loved about Spider-Man. So I was really worried about how this book was going to go on without him. And of course, this is actually the last issue Seth Wells does. Next week is a new writing team. So I'm curious how that will go. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. I was impressed. So we'll see how it goes. 3 a week though, or 3 a month though. That's a lot. That's a lot, Marvel. Like, calm down.
Next up, we have World of Darkness, number 1, Crimson Thaw. I looked at the art and I said, this looks like the Vampire the Masquerade stuff. And it is. And I don't know a ton about that. But you know what? A good comic book, it shouldn't matter. Right, Paul?
Right.
And it didn't. I read this, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. And it's there's been a regime change, essentially, probably in the pages of Vampire the Masquerade. And characters are kind of struggling to create this new power. There's a power struggle, and they're trying to create this, like, court, if you will. And the main character, Cecily, isn't really having it. And she is having a lot of... she's kind of having a breakdown, but she's a big, powerful vampire. You don't have time to have a breakdown. And there's werewolves, and they are in your territory, so deal with it. Really cool stuff. The art's cool. The way the werewolves look is awesome. Because, vampires are kind of close to humans. But the werewolf, oh man. And I really enjoyed where this went, because I knew nothing, and they hooked me. I thought it was pretty good, so I would definitely check out more, and maybe even check out some Masquerade stuff after the fact. But if you like vampires and you like werewolves, you'll like this.
What is my pick of the week? It is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, issue number 9. Apparently this has been out for a while, and she even kind of makes a joke, like, sorry, but away. This is a horror title, so this is not the cute, fun Sabrina in the Archie world. This is the horrific creepiness going on. Basically what has happened before is Madam Satan is trying to basically corrupt Sabrina, and as a result she killed her boyfriend and resurrected her dead father's soul into her boyfriend. And yeah, this is twisted. This is a really twisted book. The writing is interesting. The writing is really, really good. The art's there. Again, like, this is not your happy, fun Sabrina. This is very, very dark, but it is a really interesting story. The beginning part really does recap everything that you need to know moving forward. So you can actually jump into this issue without having read anything that comes before this. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Definitely check it out.
All right, time for my pick of the week. Paul, what's my pick of the week?
I have no idea.
Paul, you're the worst. You never know.
I mean, you don't tell me any of these things.
I don't tell you anything. That's right. It's ETER.
Okay.
It's ETER, Extraterrestrial Emergency Room. This book is from AWA, and it's 2 big stories, essentially. Ton of people. I read it because I love Dan Penosian, and he wrote the second story. But they both were super good. Your first story deals with a woman who is a doctor at a hospital who happens to discover that the hospital has a secret wing that deals with fixing aliens. And aliens aren't common knowledge, apparently. pretty interesting stuff. The way she reacts to a major case, a major scenario, is really fun. The art is really cool. The art was in the first one is a more simplified style, and it is beautiful, especially with the colors. It works super good. And the backup story, which is called Hard Pill, which was the one Penosian wrote, really cool. Basically, it's putting a man, shrinking him down, putting him in a capsule. I don't know if actually he might not be shrunk down. That might be a giant alien. I don't know. You go in a pill, you go inside, you fight what is causing the alien harm. So that one is essentially just an action fest, and pretty fun. Interesting ending to that one. So this is just a one-shot. I don't know if they'll do anything more with this, but I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I was excited for this one. So, yeah, definitely check out these other companies, people. I say it all the time. Do it. And, yeah, that's it. All right, guys, that is it. This is the end of the video. Thank you for making it this far, for checking out all the videos. Hopefully there's some comics you enjoyed. If you do, go out and buy any of the books that you saw in this video. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed them or if you hated them. Paul, thank you for just being yourself and making it through this video. Paul's been poisoned. It's a long story. But he's
survive, I think.
Yeah, he's probably not going to die. You don't have to comment if that's a good thing or not. But, yeah.
Comment if that's a good thing or not. I would have hoped that you would assume that, like, you're all rooting for me. Like,
you don't have to answer that. So, I always go so far and so dark. Hi, Donald.
I would laugh, but it hurts.
Haha, bonus. Anyways, that's it. We are done here. Remember to check out Paul and Tim Do a Thing if you want to see me be mean to Paul for a longer length of time. And Paul's on Twitch. We do a bunch of stuff. You should know it by now. Capes and Scowls podcast, all that stuff. Come buy comics at the comic book store. You know it all. But that's it. I'm done. I've had enough.